Stony.
Hey, this your girl Michelle.
This is Mariah, also known as Mariah Amazing.
And Yuna, hey.
And you are tuned into Melanin Voices.
Woo, woo,
hey.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
That's good.
We out here in Denver now.
Denver.
All together.
I
What's
know. It's so special. It's a special occasion.
It is a special occasion.
It is.
I leave tomorrow, back to New York.
I did not know that. I leave Sunday morning.
Back to where?
Baton Rouge.
Yep.
Well, I'm flying into New Orleans, but I'm driving to Baton Rouge after.
Louisiana.
Yes.
The dirty.
What about you, Mariah? Where you
I'm
going?
staying here, sis. This is
You
my
waiting on
home.
him? Sake. Just
Right.
playing.
Ooh.
Sorry.
All right.
Right. Today is a very, very special day because we ain't never together.
Right.
Never.
Never together. So for us to be together, we got a lot done today.
We
Yes.
did. We did photo shoots. We doing this. We have a lot of stuff done, you guys. And y'all be asking us like, "Hey, can y'all please do visual podcasts?" We like, but we don't even live in the same state.
Right. So it's
Y'all want to
super
see us
hard.
Skyping?
Right. I don't
Exactly.
think y'all want to see
I
that
don't think I wanna Bonnets on, hair
Yeah.
ties,
Because I do it from my couch.
and I do it from my bed.
same bed or floor.
Right. So
Yeah.
I don't think I want to see that. So this is a special occasion that doesn't happen often. So tune in,
Yes.
like, comment, subscribe.
Yep. Share.
Oh yeah, we didn't shout out Rob for making our beat. Now we have an actual beat for Melanin Voices now.
And it's so
Yes.
dope.
It's dope.
Did
He
y'all
had us
hear that?
arguing,
Y'all
y'all.
heard that?
He had us arguing about which one to choose. We were like,
Yeah.
no, that one. He had made like 4 beats for us. We
So
could
if-
not choose.
Right. So if you need some shit, hit him up.
Yes,
Yeah,
Trill Stoney on Instagram.
Yeah, shout out to Rob for real.
For real.
We needed
There
our
you go.
own flavor. But really, what the best part about this is that people always ask me, like, how do you guys do this podcast? And from all different states.
Mm-hmm.
And we've managed to do it from this platform that we use, Zencastr. So if you never heard of it before, then check it out
Mhm.
if you're
Yeah.
ever looking to do your own thing. But it's a great platform where it gets all of our audio from different states, so we can all bring our different kind of styles and techniques and where we're from, our communities, all to one platform. So
Right.
it's dope that we're all together. And I'm so excited
Yes.
to talk about what we're going to talk about today.
Me too.
Yeah.
Which is relationships.
Like, everyone
that-
loves relationships,
Right.
bro.
Y'all didn't want to talk about nothing else in relationships. I'm like,
Let's
God
talk
damn, we
about
gotta talk about
sex.
nothing
Let's
else.
talk about.
Mm.
So we
All
have
right.
a lot of questions from our listeners and people who are going to listen. So
Yes.
we're going to name a couple questions. We're going to answer all of them, and then we're going to wrap it up
Yeah,
because
you gotta go
we had a long
home.
day.
Right.
today.
Right, baby Nova's gonna be mad.
Yeah.
She texting
Mama,
Michelle
where
right
my
now.
milk?
Sis, what's up?
Okay, my boobs is on swole. TMI, but it's hurting out here. But I'm out here grinding.
Yes.
Right? So I gotta do what I gotta do to make sure that we put this platform out there. So
Yeah.
question number 1.
I guess I will start. I'm not gonna say who this question is specifically from, just because I don't know if she's okay with it.
Okay,
But
that's cool.
this
Anonymous.
is the question.
Yeah.
What do you do with an abusive man that don't want a job, but he does pay his portion of the rent and good with his kids? So basically, it's like this person seems to be like in an abusive relationship, but the guy pays the bills and he's good with his kids. So what should she do?
Leave, sis.
This is,
LE.
There's child support. Are they married? Because then there's alimony.
No, they're not married.
Well,
But-
there's child support.
The biggest thing I notice is, and people say this, is that they stay together for the kids.
Mm.
When that's the most toxic thing you can do,
Right.
because the kids are smart. They're noticing what you're doing. They know that you're not happy in your relationship.
Right.
They see the abuse maybe that's happening in the relationship.
Mhm.
And you know what ends up happening is that you are still creating trauma with
For-
that child.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You think it's best for the child, but it's really not.
It's not.
My advice to her is that your relationship is a template of a relationship for your child.
Right.
And she's going to be, to me, in my opinion, she's going to be okay with it, or she's going to be numb to it, kind of. So a man hits her, she can be like, okay, well, my dad hit my mom, so I mean,
That's
I guess
normal.
it's
Right.
normal.
That's the
It
sign of
normalizes
love,
it,
yeah.
and that's not okay. I get, it's hard to leave a situation that you're in, but your safety and your happiness is important also. Sometimes moms kind of don't think that their happiness is important, but it is. It really is. So
You come first. I think I was listening to Jada Pickett's Red Table Talk, and she was talking about how all of her energy was going towards her kids.
right.
And she never spent time for herself. And then she realized that without me being healthy, I cannot provide and I cannot keep my kids safe and I can't do the right things for my kids. So
Yeah.
my advice to her is that if you're really doing it for your kids or you're doing it to stay afloat financially, you really got to be healthy yourself.
Right.
Because if you're not healthy yourself, you're not going to have the energy to even do the right things you need to do to make sure your kids are okay.
Yeah, and then you
Or
might
make
end
sure
up
you're okay.
resenting your child for that. Like,
Right.
you making me stay with this motherfucker. I'm
Right.
Like, Mom, I didn't make you do shit.
right.
You know?
So yeah.
Leave, sis. That's the overwhelming advice.
Yeah, he's not gonna change unless he wants to, and it don't sound like he wants to. So
Right.
Yeah, and honestly, sometimes the best thing to do is, if it's hard for you, is to I'm a very faithful person. I pray, I do things like that. You know what? You need to pray on it. Go to church, get a mentor, have someone help you transition out
Right.
of that situation.
I agree.
Because we saying it's easy, like leave. Because if it was easy to leave, she probably
would've
would have
left.
already
Yeah.
done
Right.
it, right? So at this point, you kind of need to look into a mentor, someone who can help you transition, like maybe the church or maybe community center, or someone who's out there who's saying like, okay, I'm in this bad situation, help me transition to make sure my kids are safe, make sure I'm safe, and then we're all together, have a home to live in, and we're okay.
Yeah.
So I would look into resources and things like that to see if that would help.
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
Good advice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Okay, girl.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I hate hearing stuff like that, but it is what it is.
My question was from someone, and they just asked about social media and relationships and how you handle that. She didn't really go into depth of like what about social media. So I guess I'll just make a question for her
Okay.
and just say, how do you feel being approached in on social media, like DMs? Like, do you respond to those? Has anything came about from a DM for you guys?
Nope.
All right.
Yeah. The thing
Wrap it on that.
so the thing is that we live in this society where everything is on social media. Like, we Snapchat, we are on Instagram, Facebook. Majority of us text messages, don't even talk on the phone anymore. So how can you be upset when a man slides in your DMs?
Oh,
You
It's
can't.
considered
I'm
a
not.
norm.
Right. You can't.
Yeah.
I see so many females like mad, like, don't slide in my DMs. You ain't nobody. And some of my friends screenshot the DMs and post it so
Well, that's
everyone
so
else can see.
Tacky.
I'm like, and then you mad
Just-
and you tweeting or you on your social media talking about how men ain't nothing, you need a man. It's all so confusing. It's like, don't confuse these men, all right? Like,
Yeah.
they're sliding your DMs, they trying to talk to you. Give these niggas a chance. To me,
Get a nigga a chance.
give them a chance.
Hey.
Give them a chance. That's what I said. Because you know what? Hey, at the end of the day, you don't have no right to be complaining about how you don't have a man and you got all these men in your DMs.
Okay, well, maybe it's more so how they're being approached. Like,
Okay, I can
WYD.
see that.
Like, I don't even
say,
know
shorty, you fine as fuck. Like, thanks. What are you supposed to say to that?
Yeah, like-
But if he approaches you like,
I
you
can
know,
take you out for a date. or-
yeah, you look beautiful or whatever. I don't even know.
Right.
You look interesting or something like that. Something like.
You look very interesting. That
Very
face, girl.
I'm done. I'm done talking.
I'm kidding. Okay, I know what you're saying.
I get what
either.
you're saying, though.
Yeah.
I guess the approach is important, but at the
Yes,
same
it
time,
is.
to me, it's like, if they meeting you at your level, you cannot be mad. Because some of y'all be out here really be looking like some thoughts. I'm sorry. And be mad if some nigga slide in your DMs and say something crazy to you, because how you present yourself is how a man will present to you. I have not had a bad situation, or maybe I don't present myself in a situation where a dude can just come into my side of my DMs and say something crazy.
Yeah. But then
But maybe
again, I
they
don't.
do. Maybe
But
they
wait,
do.
wait, I'm about to say.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
kinda
know.
like that thin
I'm just saying, but this
line.
is like off the social media. But like on the street, I could be like in some baggy jeans and a hoodie, and niggas would be like, "What up, girl? What's up?" You said, "What?" Like,
Say shorty. Say
yeah.
red.
And I'm like, I'm in a hoodie and some pink pants.
But what's wrong with that?
No, the way that they say it, like, you don't have to be like yelling out the car, like, "What up, girl? I'll fuck you then." Like, oh my god, I'm just walking to my house. You know?
Yeah, but I get what you're saying, but the way that someone a woman dresses shouldn't be an indication like, oh yeah, she would fuck.
How she should be approached.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and that's like,
yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's why your mom. I know my mom. She even as an adult, if she sees me without a bra, she's like not happy with it.
Yeah,
because it's like their generation and generations before that, when you show more, you were considered a whore, a slut, or whatever. So I don't know.
It all depends, but
Just
I say social media relationships. We live in a social media generation.
Yeah.
If a nigga slides in your DMs, and if he's being nice,
if he's being respectful,
I say it's okay.
And then if you don't like him, you can really just let him down easily.
How though?
Like, no thanks.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Or just not respond. Just don't respond.
Thanks, but no thanks.
You don't have to do what Michelle says that some people she knows does, which is like screenshot and upload it. You can literally just ignore it. You can literally just ignore it.
And it's like most of these dudes, like, we busy, right? Maybe the only chance he gets is to slide in your DMs. He don't get to see you all the time. So why do you want to take you out?
Yeah, you up in the house.
So it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So if you want to approach a woman in her DMs, go ahead, but just make sure you're respectful.
Respect it. And women, just give them a shot. Like, if you like them, sis.
But also nice for what to these niggas?
And somebody's feeling themselves.
Nice for what?
I'm kidding.
If you wonder why we out here still single.
Here we go.
I'm just saying, Drake keep putting these songs out, and wondering why all of us still out here screaming like men ain't nothing and we ain't got no man. So don't listen to the hype, sis. The hype is not all that.
All right, I hear you.
Whatever. Next question.
All right, moving on.
What was your question, Gina?
Let's see. Sorry, guys, I gotta open my stuff up.
No, you're fine. Do you, sis? You're gonna go to the.
All right, so I'm gonna read it. It's long, so bear with me.
Okay.
People being in a convenient relationship. So I asked her to explain what she meant. What I mean by a convenient relationship is being with somebody because you don't want to be alone. So you accept being with a guy or girl who you know from experience is not good for you. Their disrespect, probably verbally, if not physically, always cheating. But you deal with it. So you either stay or get back with this person because you don't want to start over getting to know someone different. These days, seems like people are in convenient relationships because they don't want to end up alone. So,
that's a great question.
Bruh.
Okay, so my first question is, to you ladies, is what does it mean to be alone? Like, what do we consider to be alone?
Happiness, peaceful, calm. Stress-free.
What do you mean, like, when we're not in a relationship? What does that mean, or what do you mean by that?
Because you said that people, she said that people don't. It seems like people don't want to be alone.
Are you asking like being without the person, or like just being without somebody in general? Is that what you're asking? Like,
yeah, like what is your definition of alone? If I said
being without that
define
person, right?
alone, yes.
Oh, okay.
Being
with no one, right?
By
yourself,
without a partner.
Right. To me, alone is deeper in the aspect of like mentally I'm not like up there, or physically I'm not there too. So I guess mentally and physically, because I think who was it? I don't want to say the name because I don't want to mess it up, but it was a singer who said like he was laying in the bed with a woman but he still felt alone.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So at the same time it's like, what are we doing? Like, what do you mean?
So
like,
you're saying
relationship, and you still not being alone, but at the same time, it's like you could be with someone and still feel like you're alone.
Right.
So what are we settling for?
But I think she meant like alone, not like
with nobody.
Right.
Like being just out here.
Yeah, I get what you're saying though. Like if you're not happy in a relationship, it's like you're not there physically.
Yeah.
And it's like your body's there, but your mind isn't there. Your heart isn't there.
Right.
So it's not good for anybody.
Right.
At the end of the day,
and you're wasting not only your time but their time too.
Right. Like I know from my experiences with any guy I've been with, it's like I want you to be happy at the end of the day. Right. So if I'm not making you happy, please go find it. So I don't think that you should stay.
Me neither. I agree.
I say get out.
Yeah.
Because if that person's not happy, then what makes you think that if you stay with them that you're gonna be happy too?
It's not gonna happen.
It's not.
It's like you begin to tolerate that person,
mm-hmm.
and that is dangerous.
You never want to just
that's
tolerate.
Dangerous.
Don't. You're too. Not even if you're too young or too old. Like you're just to living life.
You
like,
too bomb.
You have life. Like, just go live it. Don't matter how
No,
old or young you
seriously.
are. Like,
It's like when you
go
leave
live.
this person, there's so much weight that will be lifted off of your shoulders. Like,
Right.
you can go find your happiness within yourself and with someone
Somebody
else.
else.
Or with your friends or with your family. Like, you'll just have so much more free time to not deal with no fuck shit.
Right.
So, go be fuck free.
Exactly.
Well,
unless
not fuck free.
unless you have your standards set where you feel like it's convenient in other areas. Like this person is convenient in the bedroom, right?
Gotcha.
Or this person's convenient.
But
for
you don't wanna
conversation.
stay with
listen,
nobody.
sis, there is a lot of.
You don't want to stay with
Right.
nobody
Okay.
just because their dick is good. You should
Right,
leave
that's what I'm
them.
trying to tell you.
Y'all can still
This could
fuck,
be a
but
dick
like,
everywhere.
hey, I don't think we should be together anymore, but I still want your dick. So,
Right. Next
I mean,
question.
a lot of women do that nowadays.
yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that to me.
I mean, you just gotta know who you are. If you're not,
Oh, excuse us.
if you're not a person that can do that, then don't try to force
I
yourself
don't
to do
think.
it.
I think most women can't do it, but if there's a lot of women that can do it,
Yeah.
I think the only way you
Just know
can
yourself.
do it is if. Okay, so back in the day, I used to be able to have convenient dudes. Whereas, like, this dude was convenient for the bedroom. This dude was convenient for conversation. This dude was convenient for dates, right?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, I believe in the 80-20 rule. And I know you're not going to ever get 100%, but sometimes you can use that conveniency thing as in getting your 100%, right?
Right.
Like, he may not be good in the bed, but, you have the best conversations with him.
Yeah.
He's dope to talk to. Let's hold on to that. The dude who's in the good in the bedroom can barely hold a conversation with you. Let me use that. And then at the same
Right.
time, it's almost like some She's Gotta Have It. Y'all seen She's Gotta Have It?
That is
Yeah.
my shit.
It's
So many of
just-
my friends is like, you remind me so much of her. And I'm
She's
like,
so dope.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
This is
that's like a whole nother episode.
Yes,
right? Okay,
yes,
that's a whole nother
yes,
episode.
okay.
It's a whole nother
Yes.
episode.
All right.
But yeah, like, it's nothing wrong with us being convenient until we're ready to say, like, okay, I'm okay with dealing with 80-20 and settling down with my 80%.
Right.
Right? Because that's at the end of the day, you're probably only going to get 80. I mean, if you get 90%,
lucky you.
95%,
Yay, sis, you're doing good.
Right.
make sure he
Where you
thinks you
find him
95%,
Right,
or
so-
she think you 95%
Hello.
too. Because sometimes it ain't both ways.
It's not mutual.
Okay. Anyway, though. Anyway.
All right.
Anyways.
I have one last.
Una has all the questions. Y'all like Una more than
I'm
me.
gonna just say this. I have a bunch more, but this one is pretty interesting.
Okay.
I think we talked about it earlier, Mariah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get over a fuck boy?
I don't know.
What is the recipe?
Right. I don't know. I told her I don't know.
What do you do? What do you do?
I'm done with it. I don't know.
What do you do? What do you do?
I don't know.
I already have my thing. The only way you can get over an F-boy is if
The old school
you
saying,
get something
I
new.
need somebody else.
Right.
Okay, if you have someone new, that's the only way I was able to get rid of mine, is that I had to move on with someone else.
Yeah. And I think this is not necessarily safe to do, but when you move on, you realize how good the next person is. And that's, I don't know, I guess it's a
Exactly.
comparison thing, but when you move on, you're like, God damn, I was stressed. I was fussing at this dude every day
To
to
do
do
the
this
simplest
little
shit,
thing. And then
yes.
this other dude come along and giving me 110%. Giving me that plus more.
110%.
You know how sexy that shit is? Bruh.
Bye, Una.
Bruh.
But no, she's right. I mean, either you can like find somebody else that's gonna treat you right, or just be alone for a little bit, so you can know what you want. Because some people like jump to relationships, they don't know what they want,
Right.
And they're getting mad at the same stuff. Like, so what are you doing?
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, definitely spend time with yourself and figure out
Yes.
what you want. Because you don't want to be, like Mariah said, bouncing around from relationship to relationship. Because you're
Right.
not going to get anywhere with that either. I mean, you can date, but not like, you are my boyfriend.
Exactly.
We are only
Right.
exclusive.
Exactly.
You know.
I always look at it like relationships are a resume to me, right? So if you dealing with an F boy,
Mhm.
he's on your resume, right? Because you dealt with him, so he's part of your experience.
Right.
And if you've been dealing with this F boy for a year, right? Just like how you need for your job, you're looking for your promotion, right? And if this F boy has not gave you, or this boy has not showed you something different or has improved in that whatever 6 months or every quarter or whatever, then you need to find a new job. You need
Gotcha.
to move on. You need to move on to a different dude, and then you can say, I had experience, right? Because
Right.
once you deal with one bad experience, you go into the next experience doing what you want. Like, I've been, like, if you had a bad job, like, let's say you worked at McDonald's, you hated it, right? So you go into your next job thinking, like, I ain't cleaning no floors.
Right.
I'm willing to fold clothes this time. Like, I'm willing to go to retail. You
Right.
feel me?
Right.
So I think it's all about your experience. I think F boys are good for you in some area, but if you're looking at your resume and you've been messing with this F boy for 10 years or 5 years, and you've been in the same position, then you have become an F person. You have become a part of the problem as well. You have become a part of the problem, because if you haven't found a value in yourself by now, in that time that you spent with each other or value in each other, that at this point you're degrading yourself. You're not learning, you're not growing, you're stagnant, and at that point you're just a lost cause.
Right.
So move on from your F boy with, and it doesn't have to be, and not saying that your next boy is not going to be an F boy, but let's say this F boy is a little different. This F boy has a car. Okay, let's say the last one didn't, and you don't know, like, and then once you build experience from each and single one of them, when it's time to say, you know what, I'm ready to retire, right? You already have your experience, you know what you want, and you're going in there like, here's my value, this is what I want to get paid, and I'm trying to chill and relax with you for the rest of my life.
Right. So move upward.
You should always be moving forward, moving upward.
And like Michelle said, it's like a good thing, because like you can like spot that from a mile away. I already know the signs.
Right.
I already know. Nope.
That's funny that you say that,
Really
because now that, you know, we all have experience, and you can, a guy coming to approach you, you can see, damn, I dated you before already.
Right.
Yep. I'm not going to do this again.
I'm good.
Even if a dude look like, I can't do it. Sorry, you remind me of him. Your voice sounds like him. I just can't do it.
You remind me of
What was the next question you
Bruh. There is some history behind her song choice, y'all.
Okay, whatever.
Don't ask her to give you no playlist.
No. Okay, I'm sorry, but you're so right. And if you going back to your old job, you really have a problem, bro.
You fucked up.
You really gotta. Okay, if you
unless they're giving you a promotion.
Unless they're calling you and like, you know what? I missed your words.
Yeah. Right.
I missed your words, and I'm willing to bring you back, and I'm going to promote you. And you back to be CEO.
That's good.
Founder. You can have my position.
Right.
Okay? And when he's willing to do that, then that's okay for you to go.
Let him take you.
That is okay.
Y'all take each other.
That is okay.
Yes.
All right.
That was good. I like that one.
Me too.
Nice.
What?
I did have. Do we gonna do another question?
No,
do you want to answer that dude's question?
Please answer his question, because me and you have nothing can contribute to that question.
Okay, I'll be quick.
I ain't got it.
He said to Michelle Moore. Like,
specifically.
Not y'all.
Okay, just so y'all, just when he's listening, just know they ain't jealous.
Well, no, we're not jealous.
They know what's up. Okay. Okay, so this is from Coach_K Robinson. He's the one who asked the question, and he has a specific question for me, Michelle. I'm married, by the way, and I'm 26 years old, and I recently just had a child, just so if anyone doesn't know. Mm-hmm. But the question was being married in your 20s and also going through being a fiance and now a mother in your 20s, how did you and your fiance bring God and spirituality into your relationship before accepting his proposal? To answer your question, very short and very simple, we kind of already talked about F-boys. I kind of went into my relationship with my husband already knowing what I needed and what I wanted. So I directly told him, like, if I'm going to be with you, there needs to be some, you about to marry me type stuff. Like, I'm not playing games. Mm-hmm. So for anyone else, and you're a man, so if you see that this woman has had your child, or if she's doing things for you that are wifey stuff, I would say, then you need to take the initial steps to go ahead and ask to marry her. Mm-hmm. Don't make her wait. And then secondly is God and spirituality. Like I said, like I have already been through a lot in my relationships, and I've already been a woman of God, and I was already looking for a man of God. So when I found him, it just meshed. I was already going to church on Sundays. He was already doing the things that I was doing. So it wasn't really a hard battle with bringing God and spirituality into our relationship, because we had the same religion. We shared the same God, shared the same spirituality, and ended up working. Mm-hmm. So when I accepted his proposal, it just all seemed right. And when people say, like, when you find the right person, you just know and everything comes together, literally that's what happened. He was a man of God. He knew what he was supposed to do. He married me. We did the right thing. We prayed together, stayed together, and keep faith first. So that's what we do. And then also, what does it? He also asked, what does that look like raising your child? Like I said, the pieces are already together. With raising the child, it just came as like she's just going to share the same God and spirituality as us until she gets old enough, and if she wants to reach out and explore other options, then we're okay with that. Because who are we to tell her what to believe in and things like that? So, great luck. The best of luck to you in your relationship, or your going to be a guy. I mean, going to be a fiance. I mean, going to be a husband. My bad. But best of luck to you. But I always say to all men, like, if she's doing what she needs to, like, if she's doing everything that you want your wife to do, then don't make her wait. Period.
So, are you saying that it should already be there, the religious aspect of the relationship? Like, she should already be, quote unquote, I'm going to say Christian, or she should already share the same
I think so.
religion?
If it's big to you. Like, I think everyone shares values and morals, and my values and morals where religion was a part of that. So I think going into a relationship, I think that was the most important thing to me. So that's how, like, honestly, when I met my husband, when I visited his family for the first time, his family was heavy in the church, and that was like a key thing to me. And I was like, well, we'll check off my list, like, man of God, like, that's good. He was raised in the church, things like that. So yes, I do think that at a certain point, if that's something important to you and that's what you prioritize, then don't play with someone who maybe is not in the same spiritual realm as you, unless you're okay with it.
So you don't think that a person could grow to be more religious?
I think
or
they
if he's
can.
like, I know that there's a higher power, but I just don't believe in God, quote unquote. Do you think that a person should move forward in that? Or it's like, I know that I believe in God. So.
Right. I think that if the person is willing to explore and say, like, I don't believe in God, but I don't know why, or I'm willing to see what your God does, and willing to go to church with me, and like dove into it, then that's
so
part of, like,
be willing.
They can't be closed off.
They have to be willing. And if
Okay.
they're willing, and then they go in and they're like, this is not for me, and I might just go ahead and say, like, well, maybe you're not for me. And that's just going to be like, I'd rather cut that stuff
But you need
now.
that honesty now.
I'd rather cut it now than be in a situation later where I'm one of those women in the church by myself because my man's sitting at home and he doesn't want to be there.
Right.
I don't want to be there by myself. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that too many times, and I just think it's not healthy for the relationship or healthy for your children to see also. Like, there's clearly a barrier or a breakage there.
Right.
So, but it's all different for anybody else, but it's a priority to me. So that's why I say make it work.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So thank you, Coach K. Robertson, for your question.
That was a good
really
one.
appreciate it. It really was a good one. It is a touchy subject because
It is.
religion is something that people don't like talking about or
It's like
don't like
politics.
to part, but it is
True.
It is, honestly, the church is political. Everything about it is political, and that's like a whole nother topic
Right.
to discuss. So yes. So that was my last question.
I don't think I have
Is there
any
anything
questions.
else?
Yeah, there's nothing, guys. That's it.
Is that it?
Yep. We're
We
good.
didn't get any more questions. But next time, you guys, reach out to us at our email, melanavoices1@gmail.com, and let us know any questions so we can answer them on the air. How we answered Coach K. Robinson's and how we answer other people's questions. We'll answer you guys' questions. So,
And if you would disagree with what we say,
Let us know too.
then let us know.
melanavoices1@gmail.com.
Your voices need to be heard.
Seriously.
And we want your voices to be heard. So let us know. And if you want to be a part of the podcast or you want to come on and share your voice, then that's what this podcast is about.
Right.
So do that. Right? So we are really invested in this podcast, and we have done so many things. Mariah has revamped the website.
Yes.
And new logos that we're going to create, and we just did a photo shoot, and we really are invested in supporting Black businesses and keeping you guys updated in the media, but also talking about critical conversations that we all can talk about.
Right.
And there's never really a right or wrong answer to what we talk about. It's literally round the table discussion.
Right. Our own opinions, own thoughts.
Right, and then we give our resources. We're not just coming out of clear blue and saying, oh, I got this out from nowhere.
Right.
We're saying, like, we got this resource and reaching out and saying this is something you should look into.
Right.
So, you guys have any last thoughts?
I don't.
Be happy at the end of the day, whether you with yourself or you in a relationship with somebody. Make sure that you're happy. You don't want to spend 5 years, 10 years, 15 years with somebody and you're not happy. Your happiness should be at the top list of qualities you want in yourself.
Right.
And also in somebody else, because you don't want somebody else who's not happy with themselves either.
Right.
So keep working on yourself and be happy in any relationship that you are in.
Exactly. Preach. I agree.
would say with that, be honest with yourself, like what you want in a relationship.
Yes.
What you want from somebody, like just kind of like knowing who you are, and then so you can navigate better.
Yeah.
So that way you're not like more so blaming people or like blaming experiences. You're like learning from them.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not a L. It's a lesson.
Right.
Kind of
Right.
thing.
Keep right.
And if,
Put it on your resume.
and if you forgot how to be happy, that's another topic.
Right. And stay tuned.
Because that's another topic. 'Cause
Right.
Some people we say be happy, but some people forgot about what makes them happy.
Yeah.
And that's why they're in the situation that they're in.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's a whole nother topic. But thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you for tuning
This
in,
is
guys.
Mela Voices on the track.
Hey.
And we love y'all.
Love y'all.
Peace.
And we out.
Peace. Did it turn off?
We don't speak sign language.
Yeah, y'all was playing. It's good. Y'all gonna edit it and shit.
Yeah.